Okay, I am back. I now want to talk about Anthony Edwards, as I promised you guys, when I went to break. So Anthony Edwards was the number one overall pick of the 2020 NBA draft. He obviously got drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I was a fan of that pick. I endorsed the Minnesota Timberwolves before that draft to go out there and get Anthony Edwards. That's the guy I felt they should have gotten, and I was a fan of the pick, like I said. And what you don't know, if you don't know, Anthony Edwards, like I said, he was drafted before guys like James Wiseman, LaMelo Ball, who went number 3 overall, Tyrese Halliburton with number 12 overall to the Kings. He's kind of flown under the radar, but I want to focus in on Anthony Edwards, I want to discuss how his rookie year played out and if Anthony Edwards was truly worth the number 1 overall pick. Now, obviously, we won't know the answer to that question, until the next 3 to 4, maybe 5 years. Once we, get 5 to 6 more seasons of information and data and watch Anthony Edwards more closely and LaMelo Ball more closely and this whole rookie class more closely, we'll have the answers to our question. But I will say, because LaMelo Ball has such an incredible start to his rookie season and everyone was so enamored with him, and rightfully so, LaMelo Ball had a great rookie season before getting injured, then obviously returning and, still playing very well. But he had a good rookie season, but a lot of people were quick to write Anthony Edwards off this year after a very slow start. The first 30 games or so, he wasn't playing up to expectations. He was taking bad shots. He didn't seem fully engaged with the offense, and he just didn't look like the guy that we thought was going to be the guy that we projected him to be with the number 1 overall pick. He got to a very slow start, wasn't all that efficient from the field. But I will say, based on the totality of Anthony Edwards' rookie season, if you're a Minnesota Timberwolves fan or an Anthony Edwards fan, I think you should definitely be encouraged by what Anthony Edwards presented to the table his rookie year if you take into account the whole totality of the season. And so far, I believe Anthony Edwards was worth the number 1 overall pick. Even if LaMelo Ball ends up being better than Anthony Edwards, who's to say that he can't be the quote-unquote Hakeem Olajuwon of his draft class? Everyone talks about Michael Jordan and how he's the greatest basketball player of all time, but while the Houston Rockets probably would have liked to have gotten their hands on Michael Jordan, they're not upset that they got their hands on Hakeem Olajuwon, and that's kind of how I feel about Anthony Edwards. Even if LaMelo Ball ends up being a better player than Anthony Edwards, I think when it's all said and done, we're still going to look back on Anthony Edwards' career and say, that guy was a heck of a basketball player. I think Anthony Edwards has a lot of potential. We saw significant growth from Anthony Edwards during his rookie season. And I will not be shocked for 1 second if Anthony Edwards ends up becoming better than LaMelo Ball. And to be quite honest with you, I'm sticking to my initial evaluation. I liked LaMelo Ball when he was entering the NFL draft during the pre-draft process. But I liked Anthony Edwards a little bit more. And right now, to this day, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back and say Anthony Edwards was the more gifted and more talented basketball player. I believe he's going to end up being better than LaMelo Ball if he plays his cards right. Now, we'll see if the Minnesota Timberwolves end up holding Anthony Edwards back because they're an historically dysfunctional franchise to a certain degree. But the bottom line is I think you should definitely be encouraged based on what you've seen from Anthony Edwards, okay? He got significantly better throughout the season. His shots started to fall after the first 30 games. I think it was really 30 games in where he really started to get comfortable. The first 30 games, like I said, he wasn't all that great, but especially after the All-Star break, he was consistently putting up 20 to 30 points on each given night, okay? And I think Timberwolves fans should be encouraged. Anthony Edwards, for his rookie season, he averaged 19.3 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, 2.9 assists, and he shot 41.7% from the field. And you can say, well, that's not knocking your socks off. But based on where Anthony Edwards was to start the year, that's a drastic improvement. He also shot 33% from the field from three-point range, which actually isn't that bad for a rookie. We saw a 42-point game versus the Memphis Grizzlies and the New Orleans Pelicans. And the thing you have to realize about Anthony Edwards is this. He is still only 19 years old. Keep in mind, people, Kobe Bryant, his rookie season, he averaged 7.6 points per game. Russell Westbrook, during his rookie season, averaged 15.3 points per game. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 6.8. Nikola Jokic only averaged 10. Kawhi Leonard, 7.9 points per game. Anthony Edwards averaged 19 points per game as a rookie. He's a very natural scorer with the ability to consistently put the ball in the basket. I think he's really he has that aggressive mentality. He has that it factor, and he has that killer instinct, okay? I believe Anthony Edwards was more than worth that first overall pick. He has superstar level potential. He's about 6'4", maybe 6'5", depending on who you ask. About 230 pounds. Like I said, he's a natural scorer, and he's willing to defend at a high level. Okay, I've seen Anthony Edwards show the ability to defend at a high level this year. He still has some things that he needs to learn on the defensive end of the floor, but the potential of Anthony Edwards is really off the charts. I think he can definitely improve as a playmaker and a shot creator, but overall, the tools are there for Anthony Edwards. So, was Anthony Edwards worth the first overall pick? Absolutely. And should the Timberwolves regret that pick today? No, they should not. Based on Anthony Edwards' progress and based on the totality of his rookie season, I'm a believer in Anthony Edwards, and I think Anthony Edwards has a bright future in the NBA. And I believe he was worth the first overall pick of the 2020 NBA draft based on what we know so far. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God-blessed day, and I'm out.